Welcome, everybody, to maybe some of the final episodes of Rimworld. Or at least this series, obviously not forever. So, in between episodes, I said yesterday I would try and get rid of some of the factions that were supposed to be destroyed, but obviously we captured their settlements using the Empire mod, and they didn't count as being actually annihilated. So, what I've done is I've used some death mode fuckery, basically, to ensure that those are actually removed from the game. So now if we go to it, you can see that the Kingdom of Button and the Nebo Empire, the Alliance of Combo, and the Blue Moon Corporation have been defeated. Blue Moon Corporation was actually defeated by the Empire, but it still should have counted. So you can see the world map looks exactly the same. Besides that, we've still got the Empire and or whatever else. The way I had to do it was a little bit strange. I might as well explain it very quickly just so that we're on the same page. I had to spawn in some enemy bases, manually send someone over there. Of course, I sent Sharymus. And then I dev mode destroyed it whilst the map is generated. That was the only way for the faction base to actually count as being destroyed. During that time, the reason I want to bring this up as well is that we got another tax delivery, in that we got 874 plasteel, we got 716 gold, which means some of our jobs that have basically been on the back burner for ages and ages and ages, we've actually had a chance to get around to building now. So anyway, that's the message log is a bit of a mess because I've been doing a lot of behind the scenes sort of tidying things up to see if just to see if we can actually remove those factions, so that essentially it will just be us versus the Empire eventually. So from now on, we'll probably use the more traditional Rimworld base system to actually go out and capture people and destroy things. Obviously, we're saying caravans over there, drop pods, whatever, rather than using the settlement capture tool, just because, you know, there's no point making super soldiers if we're going to send the AI to go and do it for us, huh? So right now, Edward Crosby's working on the exoskeleton armor, which is something we needed, I believe it was a lot of plasteel for. Then the other thing we built was the Lionheart. This we needed for a while because we didn't have enough gold for it. So now I hope we can install that. He's already got an artificial heart, that's the issue. He's already got, where is it? Oh, maybe he doesn't have an artificial heart. I thought he had an engine link, but I guess not. Okay, in that case, we can definitely install that one as soon as possible. The Lionheart was very, very powerful for melee characters. 110% sharp damage, which I assume mono swords count as. 15 melee dodge chance and 10% moving. It's obviously fantastic. So we'll go ahead and get that equipped on him as soon as possible. But from the brief amount of testing I've done with Sharymus, because obviously where I had to take him to those enemy bases to be able to destroy them with dev mode when I was in the map, there were the occasion when I got hit by a mortar or hit by a turret while I was frantically trying to get that done. Obviously, you need to give it a few seconds for the map to generate. Anyway, long story short, he is a very strong man. It's a very strong man, and I want to see what he's really capable of in a proper combat situation where he's actually up against traps, IEDs, mortars. The AI has access to cannons as well, and more importantly, the AI base generation, where I skipped forward a few years in-game, the AI base generation has worked, so we are up against some real fortresses like we've never seen before, and I'm especially interested to see the Empire's base. The other thing, too, is I traded a load of silver, as we did with the Cataract's armor, for the, for laser tech prints. Now, again, that was only kind of half the battle, really. Getting the tech prints is one thing. We still have to do another 25,000 points of research before we can unlock that. Chances are we're not going to see that. I hate to say it, but we may have defeated the Empire long before that research is ever finished. Bear in mind, Delta is probably going to be spending a lot of her time now making marine armor, cataphract's armor for everybody. I'd love to give everybody cataphract's armor, obviously, but it might be a little bit cost prohibitive, unfortunately. Okay, so we've got the exoskeleton armor, which I'm going to throw at Sharymus. Can we even install the exoskeleton armor on him now? Oh, that's a different question entirely, isn't it, really? So, hang on, he's had the... Oh, it's just... Yeah, okay, the menu takes a little while to update, unfortunately. Right, let's try again. Add Bill. Exoskeleton armor. There we go. In the torso as well. This poor boy. This poor boy, he's got stone skin and then an exoskeleton torso as well. That, as I recall, was very, very powerful, though. Yeah, another 50% blunt against armor, 10% against heat, 10% versus sharp, and 120 hit points. The blunt armor that he's going to have with his own skin, this stuff, the other implants, and of course the cataphract's armor too, is going to be insane. And that and the shield, but don't forget that will also mitigate a little bit of damage too. This guy is genuinely going to be unkillable. The other thing I remembered as well is we actually can make AI cores, can't we? Because we have that ridiculous, is it Sparking Worlds mod that adds it? I don't remember. It's whatever adds this workbench. Anyway, we can actually manufacture more AI cores, and of course, that's how we made the Luciferium in the first place. 120 plasteel, 70 uranium, 65 gold, and 8 advanced components. So one more advanced component. Oh, shit, we're way low on gold. Man, we had just enough left to get those two upgrades finished, huh? So we might have to wait for the next tithe to come in before then. So it's 3.2 days. The only issue is where we bought those tech prints as well. We've only got 1,807 silver left. So this time around, we might want to we've kind of got two options, really. We might want to tithe some of it so that we've got enough silver just to break even, or we might want to tithe none of it, save up the silver, call in some trade caravans, and then next cycle go for tithe as well. What I'm kind of tempted to do is kind of half and half it, so we'll go, we'll stop tithing this one, and we'll, what are we looking at now then? Minus 1,000, so we've got enough to cover that. That I'm fine with. And then what I'll also do is I'll get down to calling caravans, but I'll get it to call in bulk goods traders, even though, oh, we might get like one mining trader, one bulk goods trader. To the bulk goods trader, we can sell a load of crap, like all of the extra crops we've got. Some of the 6,300 psychoid leaves, for example, we could sell off to those guys, and then with that money, we could use to trade with the mining trader, and then we break even with the tithe as well. I think that's probably the safest play to try and get a little tiny bit more gold, if you don't mind. Right, let's go ahead and call Empire Sphere then. So with you guys, I want to request a mining company or mining goods trader. I guess we'll call in a mining company, whatever the hell that is. That sounds pretty good. And then we'll call in from Annalora, we'll go ahead and request a trade caravan that is bulk goods. Obviously, these guys are a little more limited, so we'll trade all of the excess crop and crap to those ones. What about Psychoid Tea? I mentioned it yesterday, but in hindsight, I don't think we actually finished the Psychoid research, did we? But it's called, like, Psychoid Production? Psychoid Brewing, that's it. Where is that? I just clicked it, and now I can't say it for the life of me. Psychoid Brewing, there it is. Okay, we'll go ahead and queue that one up as well. As long as we limit that to every sort of few days, or whenever their mood is low, they tend to avoid addiction. Obviously, that didn't work out quite too well last time we did it. So I'll be a little less generous with it last time. To be honest, I was just letting them neck constantly Psychoid Tea, which in hindsight is not really much of a surprise he got addicted to it. My god, this is a long operation, isn't it? I suppose, to be fair, she's installing exoskeleton on Sharymus. Right, he's now has a market value of 23,000 silver. That's insane. I really wish the grass was still working, because I would love to see how much of our overall colony wealth is made up by just Sharymus himself. And then he inherently, just his orc skin, has 80% sharp armor, which I believe is about equal to marine armor, is it not? Hang on, have we got any marine armor to test that against? Unfortunately not. We've got recon armor, so we could always have a look on that one quickly. That would be really cool if his skin is stronger than recon armor. So it's 92% sharp, 40% blunt, and 46% heat. And then Sharymus is 80% across the board. So he's got 12% less armor against sharp, but he has double the blunt protection of recon armor. And then, oh, sorry, 60% against heat. Well, even then, that still gives him 14 points over recon armor as well. That's insane that his skin is stronger than arguably the third best armor in the game. Well, it's not even arguably. I think it actually just straight up is the third best armor in the game. That's unbelievable. And that, obviously, with the Cataphract armor over the top, this guy's going to be unstoppable. He created what, exactly? Featherlight Steam Tech Basic Comfy Hyperweave Overalls Masterwork. This is exactly why I'm happy to use some of our Hyperweave. We are losing it now. Obviously, we produce some more implants that use Hyperweave as a base production. But this thing, I mean, look at that. 1,710 silver right there. My god, it's got some nice bonuses, too. 104% move speed, 115... This one doesn't seem so good, to be honest with you. But this is obviously very, very nice. The 104 move speed, the 5 hit points. Wow. Good God. Okay. Might be something that we give to Sharymus. Someone pointed out, actually, in the comment section yesterday that Sharymus can have... Sharymus can have a jumpsuit under his Cataphract armor. And to be honest, that's something I've been kind of messing up on, is that all of them can have jumpsuits under their armor. Because obviously that counts as skin layer. So I might as well go ahead and give everybody, or add jumpsuit to the lineup on all of these armor racks. The only issue is we've got such specific armor racks now. I've got to be very careful I don't accidentally enable too much here. And I want to just copy and paste the settings and overwrite, like, Sharymus' armor rack or Helatos' armor rack. Right, there we go. So now they should, the only issue is we will have to make double the amount of jumpsuits again. So one for the armor rack, one for their day-to-day stuff, but I'm sure Able Crosby can manage that. There we are. Okay. And if we say everybody transfer to armor rack, they should put their jumpsuits on the armor rack as well. Yeah, there we go. And then we can actively see as the player, you know, obviously, oh, this person naked, this person naked. We can go and manually get them to wear some more there. Okay, cool. So that should give me a little bit more of a work speed bonus as well. Oh, no, a Glitterworld trader. Wow, okay. We've not actually seen a Glitterworld trader the entire campaign, so I don't really know what they sell. I assume it's tech prints and high-end stuff. I was kind of really hoping for some architect stuff, I'll be honest with you. Mainly because those are the only other upgrades that we could give to Sharymus beyond what we've got right now, that we obviously actively can't craft. Okay, they've got modern computers, which would be kind of nice, because we obviously haven't got any of those. Sell them some charge rifles, obviously we don't need them anymore. They've got plasma guns. Tech pain gun. Those are like tasers for obviously taking control of prisoners. Got some gold. I'd love to buy that if possible. Autonomic virus killer. I'm pretty sure we have that. What the hell is a laser detection? Shooting sight. To be honest, those would just be useful to have anyway for our people if we can afford it. You guys can have a charge shotgun for $6.17. Really? Got 2 persona cores as well. Good God. Okay, we've got 4,000 uranium. So how about we trade away some uranium here? I think that's a ridiculous amount. There we are. Okay, let's go ahead and sell like 1,500. And then we should be able to buy basically whatever we want from these guys. So we'll take the plasteel, which is fantastic news, by the way. They got any regular steel? Nothing at all. What about advanced components? We've got 7 of those. I know that they're obviously very expensive here. Okay, not bad, not bad. That's fine. Obviously, having advanced components is a bit more useful than having a boatload of uranium, which realistically we're now making faster than reactors can handle. Bear in mind, we've only got the 1 nuclear reactor enabled because of the cryogenic generator. Okay, do anything else here? I mean, the persona cores would obviously be kind of nice, but I'd love to get the bionics. The only issue is, obviously, I'm trying to specifically save up for... Think we can afford it? Think we can afford a little bit of bionics? We'll trade extremely powerful bionics for 1,000 insect jelly, sure. We're basically just taking food poisoning off of our hands there. You know what? I'll sell them 3,000 so that we can make as much profit from these guys. Actually, let's sell whatever we can obviously get up to here. Go like 50. I want to be a bit more careful with these. Normally, I'd just say fuck it and let them have it. 27. I meant to say 27. You guys heard me say 27 right now. Even then, it was wrong. How are we looking? There we are. Okay, 2,823. We're leaving them with 1 silver left in change. We're going to take the rest of it, though. Boom. I think Sharymus already has an autonomic virus killer, if I'm not mistaken. Liver. Hang on a minute. Was this the thing we couldn't produce because it was too high level? Autonomic virus killer. It actually was. Crafting level 19. Whoa. Okay. Well, that saved us some time and effort. Wow, that was accidentally a good purchase then, huh? Then the energy link is for Edward Crosby to help his crafting speed. Wow, so the only thing left to build is the combat AI, and obviously all we need for that is to make the persona core. And to be honest, with this stuff, we might be able to do it. Cool, all right, let's get that installed as soon as possible as well then. Don't know if that we'll be able to do it yet, because obviously it's just on the floor. Autonomic virus killer, there we are. Laser detection, that increases shooting accuracy, right? Yeah, +5. Hit points, sight, aiming time. I'll give that to Delta. She's our next highest priority, in my opinion, to upgrade as soon as possible. So you can have the laser detection left ear. Yep, that's fine. Okay, good shit. And then finally, we'll see if Edward Crosby then can make that AI persona core. He can. Manufacture an AI core. Oh, fantastic. And that's the last upgrade we need as well for the combat AI for Sharymus. We've officially done it. The most powerful bionics combination for a character out of the expanded prosthetics and organ engineering mod. Wow. That's fantastic. Wait, no, it's cybernetic organism and neural network we're using this time. We're not using expanded prosthetics this time around, although I do normally use that in other series. Some of that, as I recall, that's the one that adds the... What is it? No, it's Glittertech that adds the really, really crazy bionics. Like I said, at some stage, I would love to do a series where we have all the massive factory mods and we add all the tech mods, the sci-tech mods, the... obviously Glittertech, Industrial Tech, the things I wouldn't normally use because I consider them too overpowered. We'll cram all of those into just a mega super overpowered mod pack. And just, what I'm thinking is, obviously, wave-based survival is probably the only way really to balance that, because there are no storytellers really tough enough, in my opinion, without breaking the inherent balance of the game. So, like, without breaking trade chips and things like that. We could always try... I could make a custom storyteller for it, you know? We'll think about that later on. Obviously, that's for future series. I've already got next series planned out anyway. But that is something I would love to see. Just how ridiculous can you make Rimworld? I mean, this is already pretty broken, right? It's already pretty broken with the unkillable Sharymus, way beyond what base game Rimworld should ever have. But it all feels somewhat earned. Like, we've been struggling for resources so frequently. There's been a lot of saving up, a lot of, obviously, tithing and messing around with the Empires mod is contributing massively to being able to succeed this time. This is already long beyond what you should do. So something like those other mods would be pretty insane. Can you just straight up install the AI persona core? What mod is it that allows you to do that? Because I remember we had something along those lines. Maybe that was the expanded prosthetics and organ engineering mod. I don't remember. Right, so combat AI. Edward Crosby, we can work on that straight away? Oh, fantastic. I guess we are technically installing the persona core. I didn't realize it quite took that long to craft, but my man fell asleep on the job. Come on, Edward Crosby, you've almost done it. What did she... Oh, Delta's coming to finish it off. Fine. Yep, just sit right on him there. That's okay. Don't move him out of the way or anything. I'm sure that's fine. It's a sacrifice necessary for Sharymus. And then the second she got off him, he was back at work. That's so good. Oh, Rimworld, you're Never change. Never change. Okay, there we are. Right, so the combat AI, as I recall, is also really, really overpowered, unsurprisingly. Max hit points plus 30, mental break threshold minus 18%, and then we've got consciousness plus 10% as well. Oh, minus 25% aiming time. That would be fantastic for everybody, funnily enough, but Sharymus. But obviously the bonus to hit points, the mental break threshold minus 18% too is phenomenal. Wait, that's better, isn't it? I can never remember which way around it is. Minus threshold is better, from what I recall. And obviously the 10% consciousness, regardless, is going to make him more effective at combat. Okay, let's see if there's any more room in Sharymus's otherwise very cluttered brain for this. If not, actually, I don't think we can install it, you know? Give it a second just for the game to wake up and realize it's actually there. I don't think we can install it. Combat AI. Probably because he's already got the Berserker chip. Brain has got the Neuro Enhancer. Oh, look at where I've reloaded. He's lost the Berserker chip. Right, see, now I brought this up actually when I first did the testing of the Bionics combination. Certain things you can install. However, when you save the game and reload, they'll be removed if they're incompatible. So in this case, we've lost everything but the Neuro Enhancer. So what would be better is actually to remove the Neuro Enhancer if we can possibly do that. Bear in mind, that's just a learning bonus and give him... can we even do that? Damn. That could be a shame. Neuro... We can't. To be fair, this thing still thinks we've got the bloody lion hearts kicking around. We don't actually have the lion hearts still kicking around. The surgery didn't fail? No, it's definitely not. Oh, that's a real shame. Okay, not that it matters too much, of course. I think it's already powerful enough. Fine, we can give the combat AI to someone else. I feel like Delta deserves the armor skin and the combat AI at this stage. If it's a minus 25% aiming time... I mean, it doesn't directly correlate, obviously, to a 25% bonus to DPS, but it is pretty massive, regardless. Especially with fast-firing weapons as well. I mean, the cooldown on those... Actually, no, I suppose it would be more beneficial with something like the Charge Lance, right? Because those take a long time to aim. So if we were to give everyone Gorse Lances or something like that, plus the combat AI, that would correlate to a much higher DPS compared to something like... obviously, a Bullet Storm would be completely irrelevant. But the Charge LMGs, which obviously fire quite fast anyway... I'm not sure how I want to go about that. I think Cataphract Armor is the first real port of call now that we've got everything dealt with. So I'll go ahead and remove these two. So this is all done. We've got the component job still on the list, obviously. But besides that, that's it. That's genuinely it. So we've got component spot. Let's go ahead and copy this job over to here, because it's a bit more of a tidy job list. Then I guess we're on Cataphract Armor. So that's 6 advanced components. Do we want to make Cataphract Armor for everybody, or do we want to make Marine Armor for everybody? I feel like Cataphract Armor is massively overkill. If we're going to make Cataphract Armor, I think we need to limit it to a few people. I'm thinking Delta, Rose, Edward Crosby, Pierre, Pork, What's It, Alatos, so get started out Fear and Pain. What do you think? It's really difficult to try and work out which ones I would prioritize here. I want to say Delta, Rose, not Pork, Delta, Rose, Edward Crosby, Pierre. Because Delta's obviously our premium character. Rose is the only doctor we've got. Edward Crosby is the best crafter we've got. Pierre is the only chef that we've got. Pork, I mean, Pain and Fear can craft things and build things. Mainly the building, really. They can do Pork's job. What's It is outclassed by Delta in research, and so gets knocked out a lot. Helatos is our mining expert, but realistically, a lot of our economy has been shifted to trading with trade ships and selling manufactured goods. And then Sharymus is obviously covered, so we don't need to worry about that too much. And again, so gets knocked out a lot. Is only good at intellectual, but even then he's outclassed by what's in Delta. I honestly think these 4 should get Cataphract Armor, and then everyone else gets the regular gear. Like, the colony can still run on these 4. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I think we'll do that. So Cataphract Armor, and then everyone else gets Marine Armor, Marine Helmets. I think it works out fine. So 4 of those, and then it's everybody but Sharymus. So was that 6? Yep. I could tell that was 6. I just wanted to double check. Let's go 6 Marine Armor and 6 Marine Helmets. Don't get me wrong. Marine Armor and Marine Helmets are obviously still ridiculously powerful. It's just a case of making 6 advanced components times 4 and then the same for the helmets too. That's a lot. I can't do the maths off the top of my head, but that's a lot of advanced components. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so let's see what 333 silver will get us. I didn't realize we quite got that much. Okay. Right, let's dash over. I'm going to get... Oh, I was going to get Delta to go and trade with them. But in hindsight, she's a little bit busy having her arm torn off. Synchronizer. Wait, on the arm? Oh, wait, we've got a raid from the Rebo Dynasty? What? Elves? Okay. Spring chance. When did I install that? Synchronizer? Just gives a minus 18%. What? Why would I have made that? Oh, it gives a 10% manipulation. Oh, well, that makes a lot more sense when you phrase it like that. Okay. Raid from elves at this stage of the game. Oh, God, that's a lot of fucking elves. We've got 85 coming from that direction and 66 coming from that direction. The trade caravans are going to get killed. Unless they're not at war with the elves, I guess. Well, we can only hope. Well, I mean, the ones that are Empire, that are our ally, I guess, might come under attack from them. That's a lot of elves. My God. Okay, draft up them, team. I guess we get a nice, relatively safe way to test out our new weaponry, if nothing else. Good God, there's a lot of them, though. This is kind of the worst test for the plasma weapons. Like I said, the plasma weapons are really designed for punching through armor. These guys are either naked or have steel plate. And steel plate is obviously nothing compared to Cataphract's armor. So, this is probably not the best test, but we'll give it a go regardless. Oh my God, look at him. Look at this man. That is ridiculous. You versus the guy she tells you not to worry about. Good God. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty good. I need to make sure they all swap to obviously their main weapons as well. Let's get that equipped as soon as possible. Delta is... Oh. I hit use range weapon and she crawled out of bed and now she's unconscious on the pillars. Great. I've got the plasma gun warriors at the top here. I figured the plasma guns are so inaccurate that if they're all firing on one concentrated zone, they've got a pretty decent chance of hitting at least something along the way. And then we've got all the charge weaponry squad down here. Obviously, we went on Delta to finally decide to wake up from an incredibly intrusive surgery. So, in your own time, if you don't mind there, Chief. How's she looking? Still sedated, huh? Ah, shit. That couldn't have been any worse timing. We're going to lose our trade caravan. Alternatively, they might end up killing the elephants, which if they do, we get all of the gear for free anyway. This is the mining goods trader, right? It is. The only issue is, I wonder if they follow the same rules as militaries. When we drop in militaries with the military tab. If all of these guys die, we lose opinion with our faction, which will obviously spread unhappiness. We'll see how it goes. I'm really hoping they do kill those elephants, though. They might decide to steal what they can and leave, but sure, we'll be able to grab something out of it. Well, there we go. Elephants are downed. Well, shit, that works. Okay. And what were these guys? These were the mining goods trade. Oh, there's gold. There's garnets. Oh, there's so much over there. Okay. If you guys want to come and help me out, I mean, I wouldn't complain at all. Why are they shooting the ones that are running away rather than the one right there killing the people that are downed? I really hope they don't decide to steal that gold and fuck off. Wait, they're standing still? Oh, they're preparing before they attack. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, hang on. Golden opportunity here. Get on the artillery. Right, there we go. Okay, so apparently the artillery is less accurate than mortars in your own map. But obviously the bonus they've got is they can target world tiles instead. Well, that's looking pretty good. Or not. I take back everything I said. I suppose I'll get them both to focus on... I guess we'll focus on this group, seeing as they're a bit more tightly knit because they're up against a mountain. And we'll just go ahead and shell the kind of center of the mass there in the hopes that we can hit. Anything would be quite nice. Okay. Oh, but they fire a little bit faster too. Look at that. They don't take so long preparing. Yeah, 8.5 seconds. It's not normally 30 seconds on mortars. That's pretty good. Okay. How are we looking? Great hit. Fantastic hit. All right, here comes some more shells. Oh, bad whiff. Okay, that one was a hit. Some are hitting the mountain. That's the only problem. You're incompetent due to the death of your pawn. Some settlements. Unrest has grown. Yep, that was exactly what I thought might happen, unfortunately. Okay, that's really not my bad. Your incompetence. Oh, I'm sorry that I didn't predict 200 elves coming over to my base. That's completely my bad. Well, those shells are going to two very different places, aren't they? Oh, they whiffed again. Maybe it would be better at shooting at these guys down here. Just because they're a bit more... They're a bit less likely to hit the mountains. That's like 3 shells now that have just hit the mountainside without any results. Right, here we go. Okay. Nope, not ideal. Absolutely terrible. Absolutely terrible. Good shit. Oh, hang on. Is the relationship... Does that correlate to happiness? It absolutely does. Oh, that makes a lot of sense. Okay, got it. So it gets knocked out. Like, I appreciate the effort, my friend, but I'm going to swap you out for Delta because she has, obviously, the slightly higher intellectual here. So let's get her on the artillery instead. These guys have done very, very little. These guys have done very, very little, genuinely. They did kill a decent amount here, but... What, like 10% of the entire raid? No, not even that, because they only killed like 10 dudes. Okay. Good luck. Terrible. Maybe I should have some mortars down as well. Maybe I should have just stuck with mortars. overall. Sure, they fire a lot faster, but they're so inaccurate. Look at that. My god. Okay, I'm going to just say auto-acquire targets. You guys do what you like. Getting their assault. Okay, so what we need to do now, let's go ahead and get our animals back to safety. We want to move, who is it? The ground runners predominantly. So let's get you back to animal area. The Thrombo as well. The Thrombo can probably take care of itself. Let's be reasonable here. I really want to try with that trade caravan before they leave, but I feel like we've probably got bigger fish to fry right now. Okay, we'll keep shelling them until they get a little bit closer. Although, to be fair, they're so inaccurate with them moving now. There's no chance in hell of hitting that. Okay, come on, line up then, squad. There we are. And then Delta, if you could join us on the front lines. And then disable the robots too. Also, don't forget to do that. All right, well, let's see how it goes here. Maybe the robots on the way out will get hit by... Maybe they'll get shot by the, by the elves as they leave. Then we might get 2 free trade caravans out of this. You never know. Oh, God. This is going to be a mess, isn't it? I dread to think how the game's going to manage this many people. That's a lot of people. Wow. They're still coming. That is a huge amount of people. Selman in danger. It's us. Spoilers. With... Oh, my God. The Broken Empire attacking force is 9? Impossible. Nothing can get through our shields. Military town only has 8. Only has a military level of 8. I don't know if we're prepared for this. Maybe we're not quite as overpowered as I assumed. Okay, good luck, team. I'm hoping that the faster firing weapons are really going to be the thing that makes the difference here. Because, like I said, our plasma guns are not going to really... They don't really have their niche fulfilled right here. Don't you shoot my cleaning bot. You get the hell away from him. Oh, no. Well, goodbye, cleaning bot 5. Now you face the true final boss. Look at him. He's going to carve through them like butter, the madman. They've not done anything to him yet. They're just lining up to die. This is a real tragedy. Oh, he actually disarmed them then. Oh, they actually hit him, though, to be fair. What did they manage to do? Bruised him in the leg. Oh, God, that's a lot of them. Oh, my God, and there's still more? What the fuck are you doing? I thought I'd deactivate all. Recall all, recall all. Go home, go home. Wow, this is a complete fucking mess. Wow, yeah, this is a complete mess. Sharymus is holding strong. One wave is fleeing. Sharymus continues to hold strong, despite the fact one man holds back 25 elves. I don't know that this is how that's supposed to work. The immovable orc. Look at how many he's fighting. He's going to get annihilated just by... Is this what it will take to take him down? 34 elves versus 1 Sharymus. Oh my god. They still can't stop him. They still can't stop him. Wow. He's really holding the line there. Come on, stay strong, stay strong. As long as he can hold them long enough to get the others to flee, I think we'll be fine. That's all I'm hoping for right now. I don't want him to kill everyone. I just want him to hold the line for long enough for everyone else. Oh my god, look at it. They're fleeing, they're fleeing, they're fleeing. Okay. Next plan then. You guys get over here. Get over here. You guys can come to this corner of the room. And then we're going to pull Sharymus out of there. Because even though he is... Look, he hasn't taken any... He's took 1 little bit of bleed damage. Internal bleeding in his kidney. That's it, though. Imagine fighting an entire raid. Holding back an entire raid by yourself. I know you take us a little bit of damage to the kidney. Eventually, though, as we've seen... Well, case in point right there. The damage will just stack up, unfortunately. Death by 1,000 cuts, quite literally, unfortunately, in this case. Okay, we're going to let them go, but we are going to gun them down on the way out because war crimes, mainly. You guys know how much I love war crimes. Please stop shooting the solar panels, for fuck's sake. We've been over this 1,000 times. There we go. That'll do it. Someone want to rescue Sharymus? Not that he's at any risk of dying at all. He's just a mass of bruises and machinery at this stage. My poor man. Okay, let's get you, should we let them run? I think we'll just let them run at this stage. How many of them walked away from it, though? That's a better question, isn't it? How many survived that raid? How many survived Sharymus? Might be a better question. There we are. 46. Oh, I accidentally included 1 extra there. 45 are walking away from that alive. Unreal. Absolutely insane. We've got a lot of cleanup to do now. Good God, what a lot of cleanup. Okay, well, as long as Sharymus is saved, that's fine by me. Let's get everyone to take their armor off immediately, then we'll focus on finishing them all off so they don't get back up and stab us. Transfer to armor rack. There we go. So we know that Sharymus held back by himself. What? I mean, how many are dead? How many made it past here, or how many he held back, plus the 46 that fled? That means that he held, what, 68 elves 68 elves he was holding back with his giant girth. That's impressive. I feel like our research and our technology has very much proven itself right there. The Empire's not going to know what hit him. He's back up already? You can't fell him. You can't defeat Sharymus. It's an impossible job. And the best news of all, the trade caravan's still here. Unfortunately, obviously, we do need to go ahead and loot this one. What have they got? 29 components. I'm just going to set this to all be hauled urgently. The 500 gold for free, though. That was probably worth a little bit of unrest with our settlement. That's fine. And then, obviously, we've got a load of resources kicking around there, too. I wonder if I could save them and send them back. Whether or not that would improve opinion. Let's get Rose to save a couple. Edward Crosby. Let's just go ahead and rescue as many as possible. There's Bucky and Bree as well. Rescue Bucky. Rescue Bree. Okay. Hopefully that will be enough to try and repair a little bit of some of the relations that we lost there. Here we go. Delta cannot talk because of poor health. We've lost 1% to our total trade value. That's completely fine. They've got advanced components. Absolutely what we need right now. I don't think we really need many more regular components, given that we've got 80. I might leave that one on the back burner if that's all right with you. You've got plenty of steel. That's good to see. No plasteel. Not a massive loss, I'll be honest. Not such a big deal. Gold was the only other thing I was really interested in. Unfortunately, I haven't got much of that either. I haven't paid attention, to the furniture. If they had, like, a plasteel bed, obviously, we could just pull it apart. Plasteel, no, unfortunately, they don't. Right. I guess the question is then, do we want to sell them anything else to earn some money? We do have 11,000 corn. Do you want to buy 5,000 corn? Absolutely not, they don't. They want to buy roughly like 3,400 corn, though. Nope, way out. Completely wrong. Let's go 2,800 corn. You guys want to buy 2,800 corn? Close enough. I'll take it. Thank you. Thank you for your corny business. Well, out of 2 trade caravans, we sold corn. Brilliant. I think we'll probably leave that one here for today. Our people have their orders, and that order is obviously to build as much cataphract armor as we can possibly muster. So, actually, I should really change that to do until X, where X is 4, and then count equipped as well. That would probably make the most sense. Yeah, count one away as well is fine, but we won't pause when satisfied or anything like that. Let's go ahead and paste that into that one, and then this one we obviously want to make 6, and then we'll go ahead and copy that one into there as well. Right, good stuff. Okay, so now we should always permanently have 4 cataphract armor, 6 marine armor, so everyone's always going to have an armor set. They've got their orders. Let's just leave them to it. We'll just leave them to it, and in the background, too, they can get their laser weapons done, and eventually our Psychoid T, if we ever get around to that stage. Thank you all for watching. What a battle. Like I said, 68 men versus Sharymus, and Sharymus did not fall. That's a hell of a victory right there. Thank you all for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed this one. It's been a good experiment. Again, we need to really get a raid from the Empire to test where we stand compared to those guys. I don't know if we're prepared, and unfortunately, the only way to check if we're prepared is going to be going to war, at which point it'll be too late to prepare anymore. So, we're just going to have to test it. We're just going to have hope that that's enough, and hope they don't have, like, the plasma weapon and just rip through them immediately. Thank you to Skaz, Caden Carter, Justin Rules, Darthhawk, Vacuous Bacchus, My Name Isn't Dio, Silkworm, Paul, Zetlock, Jonah Waters, Odie, Bubka, Slippy Nips, and Layla for their support at the insane tier levels on Patreon. Thank you guys for making the channel possible in the first place. It is, of course, as appreciated as ever. And a thank you as well to Astro, Will Wade, Caron24, Hoopalia, Flom, Shittledert, Grey, Organized Confusion, Tentacle Beast Loves Trees, Danny, Kane GB, Tiger Rifter, Anchor, Don, King, Snitch Gaming, Void Prince Kibo, Smooth Octopus, and Llewellyn Thomas as well for their support at Patreon. Big shout out to you guys. Thank you all for making the channel possible in the first place.